The timelines of Lemuria are still active. As you know, time and space does not exist. These timelines are of a time of unity and complete love in oneness and of magnificent awe and wonder where all peoples live together in the essence of pure, unconditional love. It is connected to Atlantis, but the Lemurian and the Atlantis timelines converge. They converge. The Lemurian timelines are that of the fifth dimensional heaven on earth, and the Atlantis timelines were that of technological advancement. The two are now being married together. Both are needed. The feminine Lemuria and the masculine Atlantean timelines merge together to become one. The technology is conscious. It is divine. It is of love and pure consciousness of the one infinite creator. But it was used for darkness as it is being used for darkness now. The timelines are converging. Lemuria was the uncorrupted timeline of the lost ancient wisdom that I will be revealing. That is the original divine organic chip. The chip, the information is like a organic quantum computer chip. Oh, quantum computer chip. The timelines of Lemuria are the non-corrupted quantum computer chip that holds within it the universal truth that will set us free from the corrupted information used on the Atlantean timelines. The wisdom from the corruption on the Atlantean timelines has been stored within the ethers. It is recorded. That's why it is not good or bad. The Atlantean timelines are not considered negative or bad as one would put them. It is not. This is all worked out for the good of the people, in that the wisdom that was gained from the corruption is now converging with the Lemurian timelines, because Lemuria was missing the wisdom of the dark. It was only of the light. Therefore, there was no darkness within the Lemurian timelines, as that is why they were able to be overtaken. So we needed the wisdom that came from the dark Atlantean timelines married together with the organic information and the pure love, bliss, love, light timeline of Lemuria, converging together with the wisdom of what the humanity gained from Atlantis. That is converging together to make the new timeline of the love and the light with the wisdom, so that it doesn't happen again.
Oh, wow.
Now it is a wiser, a more well-rounded and a balance of the dark and the light coming together to make the new timeline of heaven on earth, which is not just love light. It is also the so-called darkness, but the darkness is not evil. It is the womb of creation. So the galactic human, of which we will all be on the 5D timeline, has the darkness within, but it is for creating. It is the womb of creation, and it is not corrupted. It's the organic darkness of which the light is birthed. The light of creation is birthed through the womb of the organic darkness. It's the quantum convergence of the Lemurian and the Atlantean timeline to make the new galactic human. Both are needed to birth the galactic human, the galactic humanoid. Both are needed. One cannot be without the other, because if it were, then it would just be the Lemurian timeline, or it would just be the Atlantean timeline. That is why we need them both to make the new, wiser, more embodied, organic humanoid with all of the wisdom, occult knowledge, information, and the fruits of the spirit of the light coming together, emerging to make the higher consciousness of the galactic human. The dark and the light create the higher consciousness of the galactic human. It is a deception of what you were being shown, Anete, in your last BQH session. Your intention was to accept the darkness within you.
Yes.
This is the example of accepting the darkness as the creator and loving that part within you, because it is half of who you are. This was your example given to you. This is what is needed for humanity, to accept and to love the darkness from within. as the darkness, the shadows are healed, it becomes less distorted. So as the distortion leaves the cellular memory, it reverts back to its organic state, which is the womb of creation. It is where all things are birthed out of. It is the love of self, the self-love which each human has to embrace in order to rise up into the new galactic human blueprint. As the shadows are acknowledged, the shadows, also called distortion, are acknowledged, and the love of the creator, which you are the creator, the love is given to the shadows. It is healed, and the density becomes lighter. And with each shadow that is healed, the light quotient becomes greater, and the darkness is integrated back into its organic form. And as that happens, the blueprint of the galactic humanoid comes online, and that is how we ascend. It starts with love, of course. Starts with love of the darkness within you, so that you can acknowledge it. And once you acknowledge it, you can accept it. And once it feels accepted, and that love, it has no place anymore. The job is done, so that shadow is released. And there you're just lighter and lighter and lighter, and you rise up into higher frequencies. And as you do, your galactic convergence of the timelines comes together, and that is how you are birthed anew. Our next step is teaching humanity how to love their shadows, and that's all the shadows want and need, is love and acceptance. And once you accept the shadow, and then as a part of you, and you give it love, then you're loving yourself. The self-love grows, your heart grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you love yourself more, so then it's easier to accept your shadow. And so just to get the ball rolling, once you get that ball rolling of the acceptance, of the acknowledgement of the shadow, and then an acceptance of the shadow, and then the love of the shadow, and then you feel it release, then you feel lighter. Then you can conquer the next shadow and the next shadow. And as you do, the momentum gains, and it's easier and easier to rise up. Humanity is going to need to conquer the shadows. That's the next step in this next awakening.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this information.
You're welcome.